check. Howdy, everyone. Hey, Barefoot. Mr. Plywood. Thanks for the like already. Much appreciated. Dang. Come on, Philip. You know how to shoot better than that. There we go. Got the little bell. Whoop, whoop. Andrew's here. I made Andrew some bands, so hopefully he'll be slinging like a madman. Been getting ready for that online smackdown between U.S. and South Africa. I have no delusions I'm going to do well. I can hit the bottle caps and I can hit the 50 millimeter. I'm not trying anything else. I'll leave the big scoring to Weston and Josh Hicks and some of them guys. That poor little chicken. I'm not all long draw Barefoot. I had to change my form of shooting it around because I slashed my face open, and I haven't dialed the new one back in yet. Had to change a few things. I was about to go full long draw, and then I literally slashed my face open. It wasn't just a scratch, it was took a layer of skin off. Didn't feel good. Don't want to do it again, so I've changed around where the bands are a little farther away from my face, but I got to relearn my aim and all the mechanics. So I'll shoot some in a little bit, but it's takes a number of shots to get dialed in, and then it's still a bit all over the place. Yo, Sam. Woohoo! Boy, those things got there fast. Of course, when I ship from work, I ship those from work. So those usually get there in 2 days. They give us like 2 days at no extra charge. Cool. Hope you enjoy it, Sam. Me and Sam made a little trade. I'll show what I got from it when it gets here. I'm killing that 40 millimeter. Oh, he got my package in the mail. The one he's sending me. Here we go. I'm going to go set up 2 bottle caps so I can practice for that South African shindig coming up on Saturday when I have to shoot. Where's my bottle caps? There's one. Oh, look. Ooh, there's a red one. This one is busted up pretty good. I'm such a dead eye. There we go. See if those hold up. All right, so I'm going to practice my stuff for the tournament. Oh well, if Josh is live, that's fine. We'll share people. So basically, we have to hit 2 bottle caps. We have 15 shots, 2 bottle caps, and then we have to hit a 50, a 30, or a 20 spinner. And all I'm going for is the 50 spinner. So let's see if we can do it. Because I'm not even going to try and hit a 30 or a 20. I want points. I got to get points. So first, the bottle caps. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. All right, so here we go. I'm going to hit the white one first. 1 shot. See how bad I do on live stream. 2. That was close. Terrible. 3. 4, there's the white one. Let's get the red one now. 5. Oh, 6. Dang, this is like the worst I've done. Of course, because you guys are watching, right? 7. I may not get to shoot at a spinner. 8. There we go. So I got 7 shots now. I have 7 shots to get the 50 millimeter spinner as many times as I can, and that's the second smallest one there. So here we go. Come on, wind. Wind was blowing my bands. There's 0 for 1. Sam's going to do better than me, I'm sure. There's 1 for 2. Oh, 1 for 3. Only got 4 more shots. Man, I'm all over it. 1 for 4. See, I'm putting myself out front. 5. All right, let's clear it out with 2 hits. 6, man. Roy might beat me if I shoot this bad. There we go, 2 for 7. So that was 15 shots. Wouldn't call that an assassin there. That was bad. They usually get 5 or 6 points. I only got 2 that time, so. I did, Sam's asking, yeah. I did finally break that leather spinner that I had down there that Barefoot made me and gave me at March's tournament. Took a lot of beating and a lot of hitting. I don't shoot quite as hard as Sam and some of the others, but I finally broke it the other day, and I threw up my hands and danced. And then I sent Sam a picture of it. And then I sent Barefoot a picture of it. So now I need another leather spinner. All my targets up there, except for the can and the water bottle, you can get at Simpleshot. Yeah, Andrew, pit pouches rock. It's the only thing I'll shoot. For those of you that don't know, a pit pouch, they have a little indentation so your ammo sits right down inside of them. Nice, that way you know it's always centered and in the right place. Well, I must have nicked the 50 that time because it moved. And I'm all over the place. There we go. That was a good solid hit. Wow, got 106 people on. Sam said he sent me a leather spinner that he had beat up and finished it up. Greg said hi. Beach and Stinson said hi. Sorry if I missed you in the comments. Sometimes we get a bunch of people on here, they fly by and I can't keep up. Boom, I hit the one pheasant. Solid in the head. Didn't have any crystal string. I still got a little bit of crystal string. My problem with this crystal string for tying them on, hey Carlos, is my pouches the string keeps coming untied on me, and at that point, because I always trim off the excess when I flip it over and tie it, I have to throw the band away. Sometimes I'll get 75 shots out of a band and it comes untied, and then I just have to throw it away. So instead of just tying a square knot, I'm doing a double square knot. So I'm tying a square knot on top of a square knot. See if that helps. Looks like my right strap isn't stretched as much as the left one. I thought my grip was right. Try and hold it parallel and perpendicular. Parallel this way and perpendicular that way. How long have I been doing this? I started in the fall of 24, so I'm coming up on about 2 years now. Not quite 2 years, but close. Use the amber belt. Yeah, I've got some of that amber belt, and that's my next thing. I'm going to try some of that. Let's shoot that bottle down on the bottom, make some noise. Flipper, it is a lot of fun. Telling you, man. I live in the middle of town, in my backyard shooting. It's quiet. Neighbors don't think I'm out here with a gun trying to kill people, which they would in this neighborhood. And they just think you're out here playing with a toy. But you're generating, I'm shooting 8mm steel bearings, you're generating over 200 feet per second with this thing. Putting a hurting on that water ball. That's about all the noise you make. It's a great hobby. It's very inexpensive to get into. For like $100 US, you can be shooting, no problem. We used that in the Philippines in early childhood days. 2BL cane. Yes. Well, here in the US, some of us adults still play with them. I don't hunt or anything. It's strictly for fun. It's enjoyment. I like it. It's a stress reliever, except for when I'm not hitting or shooting very good, which is somewhat regular. But it's just a lot of fun. It gets me out of the house, and just it's a fun time. I use the crystal string for tying pouches, Simpleshot latex for bands to the frame. Yeah, all my frames, pretty much except one or two, are clipped, so I don't even worry too much about tying to the frame. I tried the constrictor knot, Putting pouches on my latex kept slipping. Aloha. Hey, it's 808 from Hawaii. You've been on here regular, buddy. You've been on here regular. You're one of the fans. Thanks for popping in. It's what? 10 o'clock there? Hawaii. So do you shoot in Hawaii? Are there anybody shooting slingshots and having fun with them in Hawaii? I know there's plenty of other things to do. Totally legal to carry around. Yeah, you can carry one of these. You're not allowed to hunt with one in where I live. I live in Wisconsin. I think there's 17 states here in the U.S. that don't allow you to hunt with them. And there's some states that you're not even allowed to carry one. I know New Jersey and a couple others. I got a friend in New Jersey that if he wants a slingshot, he has to order it and have it sent to a family member out of state so they can bring it to him because they won't ship to him because of legalities. Yes, stress reliever and fun, for sure, for sure. Bought an RC car to chase my kid now. That's fun. Chase your dog or your cat. That'll be even better. I use a constrictor knot followed by 5 wraps finished with a surgeon's knot. Never had a failure. I should try that. I got to figure out what surgeon's knot is. I'm sure I can look it up. I know how to tie a lot of stuff. Hey, you live in Wisconsin. Where are you from? Where are you from, Michael? I'm in the Madison area. Good for self-defense. You could mess someone up. Yeah, you could take a hurting, but unfortunately, it's not the quickest to load and quickest to shoot kind of thing. But if you have time to set up and you see them coming, they will be sorry they messed with you. Perfect weather here in Hawaii. Slinging is very popular. Cool. We'll spread the love out there, 808. Send some people to our channel here. Appleton, that's where you're from. Going to be up that way next week. We'll be in Oshkosh for the big air show for vacation next week. We're there all week long. Staying in the UW Oshkosh dorms. No, this is not AI. I'm legitimate. Hope you're well. We could see the size of the ammo you're using. I'm using 8mm ammo. 8mm ammo. When you're shooting in tournaments, which I've been in one in-person tournament, you're allowed to use 7, 8, or 9.5 ammo. I've settled on 8 because that's what I like. And he said, let's see your accuracy, call a target. Okay, the one I like shooting. There's a yellow bell hanging right next to the smallest spinner. That's what I'm going to shoot at. Of course, now that you've asked for it, it's going to take me a long time to hit it. There you go. First shot. Boom. Hope that worked for you. Shot to use for self-defense. And boom, that's exactly, you asked for it, I did it. All right, let's make it a little harder. Down on the very bottom are some corks. Let me see if I can hit one. The one that's on the bottom closest there. These things are hard to hit. Just missed to the right because they're so skinny. Boom! Right dead on the logo. I'm smoking today. Yearly car show. It's at a park. That sounded like a lot of fun. When's the last time you shot from 25 yards? Well, just a couple of days ago. I'm not going to today because to shoot 25 yards, I have to go into the parking lot of the car repair store that is directly behind me. That's that building right there. And they're open right now, so I can't go in there. Yes, I use bands, not tubes. I've got some really thin tubes that I use on speed shooting, but for the most part, people associate tubes with the big wrist rockets, and their things are hard to pull back. That's why you have a wrist brace on. But with flat bands, my pull to pull back to my cheek to shoot is only like 5 to 7 pounds, where those wrist rockets are 20 plus pounds. So you can shoot these things all day and not get tired. So yeah, the tubes, they're making some tubes now that are more for everyday shooters. They're thinner, they got thinner walls, they retract better, and they're really good. Tubes are really good, and I should set up a shooter with tubes for windy days, because when you shoot in the wind, your bands start vibrating, and then they mess up your velocity and your aim and everything. But tubes, it does not bother tubes. So I should get a sling that's made for tubes and set it up just for that, so I could shoot on windy days. Been to lots of cars. I've been to a couple. See if you got them, smoke them. Yeah. All right, let's see. It's about time to get the other slingshot out and try some long draw and bust up a can. Just because it's fun. A couple more regular shots. Boom, I hammered that little bell. With the flat bands, I'm not going back. I agree. I actually have, I brought it with me in case people ask. This is my old wrist rocket that I started with. You can see I took the rubber tubes off and put flat bands on, and it shoots as good as any slingshot does, and it's just as accurate. It's not the frame that makes you accurate. It's how you aim and your fundamentals that make you accurate. Hey, from Germany again, McIver. It's my miscreant pass. I think there was a few broken street. I've heard that before from someone else. I've heard that before. Yeah, everybody, give me a like. And while you're at it, let's go over a couple of things before I start embarrassing myself with the long draw, because I'm not as good at this long draw, because it's a lot harder to shoot. You'll see in a second. Before we go there, if you're a subscriber of my channel, you should have gotten a notification that I have a new video out that just came out an hour or two ago. It's for my 1 million viewer giveaway. That funky slingshot with the gimbal and junk on it, I'm giving that away. So make sure you go watch that video for the 1 million viewers giveaway. It's not subscribers. Man, I would love to have 1 million subscribers. I don't think there's any slingshot person with 1 million subscribers. But I got 1 million views this last week, past that mark, and so I wanted to do a giveaway. So I'm giving away that slingshot. So make sure you go watch the million view giveaway video, and it will tell you how to register to win the slingshot. I will be closing it down on August 1st. So you have until August 1st to get entered. The other thing I want to say, because somebody said, please double tap and give us a like. I appreciate that. But what's even cooler is I mention this every now and then on my live streams. As a viewer, you are given 3 hypes a week on your cell phone. It only works on devices, a tablet or a phone. It won't work on your computer. You get 3 hypes when you're watching a video, and the video has to be released in the last 7 days. And it's only for channels that are between 500 and 50,000 subscribers. So those big 5 million subscriber channels, you can't hype their videos. But if you go down to the comments of a video, like the one I released today or the one I released last Friday, it's less than 7 days old. If you go down the comments and you swipe, there's a hype button. You're allowed 3 hypes a week, and it resets on Sunday, so you get 3 new ones. And so when you hype like that, it puts us on a leaderboard with YouTube and the algorithms, and it boosts our channel a little bit. And it's a way of helping small channels like mine out. So if you guys want to do that, it would be much appreciated. Okay, now we're going to try this long draw thing. Lurking Sam made some food. I hope, because you don't want to starve. You can't hype mine either. Do you have less than 500 subscribers? You have to have at least 500 subscribers to qualify. I think it's 500. Something new that they just came out with. For those of you that don't know, this is called long draw, or mine is half long draw. It's more difficult because we're not anchoring. We don't have a point of reference on our face. We just have to pull back and shoot. So my accuracy is not near as good with this. I will be shooting at the can down there, which is hanging right there. And so we'll see how some days I'm on, some days I can hit really well. Some days I can't hit the broadside of a barn. And oftentimes it takes me about 5 minutes before I get dialed in. So we'll see how we do. Feel free to laugh, trash talk all you want because I'm not as good at it. And I'm sure Mr. Lurking Sam is going to pipe in and tell me, I know what you're doing wrong. You're missing. Because that's what little Sam does. Because he likes me so much. Here we go. Yeah, I got it on the first shot. And I was all over the place. If you saw me moving my anchor hand back here, my hold hand, I was all over the place. And I was surprised I hit. So what I was doing when I hurt myself, I was going full butterfly like this. And what I would do is I would tap the band on my face as a reference to know I was lined up. And when I did, this hand slipped. Because sometimes when I shoot a lot, my finger gets a little numbness in it because I have nerve damage in it. And it slipped and it just ripped a hole right in my face. So what I did is I switched the way I was shooting. Instead of shooting this way, I rotated 45 degrees, which meant I had to push my bands out to line them up. Problem was the accuracy. I was not able to dial my accuracy in. So what I've done is I've gone to half long draw and I'm back to straight up on the frame, but it's now a little bit farther away from my face. So I think I'm safe unless I get really stupid. So we'll see. Oh, I tipped it. That's 3 in a row. Yes, Sam, I told you you'd tell me. But Sam, I've hit 3 in a row. Just saying. Yeah, the wind got the bands that time. It wasn't anything to do with what I was shooting. The wind, you could see my bands flapping. And it had nothing to do with my aim, my technique, or anything. It was strictly the wind that messed that shot up. That was all my fault. I can't blame the wind on that one. That was just because I sucked. Wait, pretty good that time. Oh, let's catch up on some comments. Mike Brown, you're a hustler. I'm not a hustler. I'm just somebody enjoying. I am by far not a pro. Lurking Sam says I'm shooting long draw, but I'm not shooting full butterfly. When Sam shoots, he's all the way out. I want to get this down in regular again, and then maybe I'll go back to that. I'm much more accurate this way. Doing good today. I've only missed like twice. Oh, that put a big old hole in it. You could see it open it up on the can. Slingshot warrior. Oh, I just nipped the side, but it's a hit. I'll take it. That's a hard hit on the bottom. Ooh. All right. I want to give you a caveat. I may not be out here long today. We get a drink. I may not be out here long. Anybody that's up in the Midwest, in the North, barefoot slinger, I know you know what I'm talking about. Our air quality here in Wisconsin is deplorable. Canadians have a bunch of wildfires going, and they're exporting, tariff-free, they're exporting all of their smoke to us. And so it looks like it's foggy here. In fact, if I turn the camera across the street, you can see it's hazy. That's smoke, and it smells like a campfire. And so breathing and heavy work is kind of hard out here. So My wife loves to sit outside under that tent, but she said not today. So we'll see how long I'll last. I'm doing okay right now, but if I have to cut it short, it's for health reasons. Yeah, I'm shooting a lot better this way. You're in Canada. Well, thanks for the smoke. I bet it's terrible up by you on a Segway. I can't imagine. It's bad enough here, and we're all complaining. But man, you're up there where it's happening, so I'm sure it's way worse there. But thanks for not charging tariffs on your exports. We appreciate that. I'm just having a little fun, okay? So please don't hate on me. Just having a little fun. Dang, Sam, did you see this? I've only missed like 4 times with the long draw. There's hope for this old fart yet. Well, I wrapped it around my other string. Yeah, Barefoot was telling me it's the same way where he's at there in Michigan. He's in southern Michigan. He's geographically about right where I am on the map. Except he's over in Michigan. Oh, thanks for the confidence, Sam. Now I've missed twice in a row, man. It's all your fault, buddy. To make it even worse, it's pushing 90 degrees. At least the humidity's down a little bit today. Thankfully, I picked this time to do the live stream because I could be in the shade. You notice I'm wearing a long sleeve and I even got a hat on here. One of them UV hoodies. Whoa. Trying to protect myself because I've had skin cancer on my head 3 times and I really don't want it again. There we go. We're back on target. Yeah, you get 3 hypes a week. It resets on Sunday. You can't hype this video because we're live. You can only hype videos that are already published. So if you were to come back to this video after we're done and it's on like an on-demand replay, then you could hype it. It's mostly what I want you to hype is the ones that are on my channel and not the live stream replays. The ones on my channel are the ones that I think bring valuable content to people. And these are just all about the fun and hanging out with friends. But those are the ones that I really want to see do well and help people. So if you can hype the ones out there, like the reviews and the how-tos and the things like that, those are the ones we appreciate. Or if you want to hype the giveaway video, that one went live today. But you can't hype the lives. Hey, appreciate it, man, on a Segway. And on a Segway, tell them wildfires up there to slow down, man. Of course, we've had this dry heat so much lately that I can see why they're crazy. Surprised Alaska's not burning like crazy. Usually they're getting hit pretty hard with it too. And like Seattle, Oregon, or Washington and Oregon, they're usually pretty bad. This happens every now and then for us, especially when Canada gets the wildfires. It just sucks for everybody. But we need a good rain, or we need a wind to come along and just blow it away and dissipate it. Right now it's just hanging like fog. I'm gonna go unwrap that. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I've got that shepherd's hook too close to my targets. So when I hit it hard, it wraps around my target paracord. Unfortunately, the ground's hard as a rock right now. So as soon as it rains and softens up, I'm going to move that thing out so it'll be away from those cords and it won't get wrapped up as much. Oh, I just knocked it off. Dang it. Now I got to go fix it again. Oh, you should be able to on the one we just put out. Let me go fix my can. You should be able to hype that one. I appreciate when you guys do that. Obviously, I can't hype my own videos. That'd be kind of stupid, but there are a few YouTubers channels that are growing that I really like, and I will occasionally drop a hype on them. One is my niece. My niece has a really neat channel. She's actually through hiking. The Appalachian Trail starts in Georgia and ends in Maine. She's got about 650 miles to go, and she does a vlog video every day, and she's on day like 137 on the videos. And so I'll hype hers because I want to see her do well. She's doing really good. If you're into hiking, I'll let you know her channel, and you can follow her hike. We're really proud of her. She tried it a couple of years ago and just didn't work out, and she injured her ankle. But this year she's doing really good. She's 1,500 miles in. Not sure why you can't hype that one if you're trying. Don't worry about it if you can't. Just find another one. All of a sudden, I've gone stone cold. There we go. I just need to say something about it. Is the signal better today? I know a week or so ago we were doing a live and it was all terrible, pixelated. I moved my Wi-Fi satellite onto my back porch, and I think I get a pretty good Wi-Fi signal now, all the way out to 30 yards. All right, yeah, you've already probably used your 3 hypes. Don't worry about it. Come back on Sunday or Monday and try it. Or I got a new video coming out tomorrow. I got a review on a cool slingshot that Thrillbilly sent me. And I tell you, I'm going to have to probably get me one of those, because when I started shooting it, I could hardly miss. And it's just a nice setup. And that video comes out tomorrow. And I'll be returning that slingshot to him at some point here in the next couple weeks. But that video comes out tomorrow. That'd be a good one to hype. We're getting back on target. Why are they close together? Because that's just the way they laid out. Technically, those are knockdown spinners like you would compete with, and they're supposed to be 10 centimeters from edge to edge apart. Problem is, I need spacers, and the way I space those out, it's just kind of how it happened. It's not like super accurate as far as competition setup. But for practicing, it does a good job. Whoa, I hit the string that time and sent it flying. My thinking is, if I can hit those spinners, no matter how far apart they are, when I go to a competition, hitting the spinners is hitting the spinners, whether they're 3 centimeters apart or 10 centimeters apart. least that's what my brain says. I might be totally wrong. Of course, when you go to a competition and there's 50 people watching you and the pressure's on, you usually don't hit as much. Yeah, I was doing good there for a while. I just kind of gone cold. Let's put a knot in the string. Hey, that's a good idea. I'm gonna remember that one. Where am I vacationing? I'm going to Oshkosh, Wisconsin. It's about an hour and a half from me. It's the big AirVenture EAA air show that goes on. It's the biggest air show in the world. It's all next week. We'll be leaving on Sunday after church and coming back on Saturday. Aviation's kind of a love of mine. I grew up around planes and always liked planes, so it'll be fun. It'll be long days, a lot of walking. We usually do about 25,000 steps a day. There's all kind of cool history there, one-of-a-kind planes. Some of the warbirds actually saw service in World War II. Man, I'm off. A month ago, and I was talking about black squirrels. I went up to Mackinac City and saw so many black squirrels. That's cool. I've only seen one black squirrel. Hey, Andrew, what I think they were talking about is slow down on the chat. You're not blocking people. I think what they were talking about is you were just leaving a lot of comments and other people couldn't get them in. So maybe just slow down a little bit on those. And don't stress over the stuff that ain't working. If you can't hype, it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm holding, I'm not like telling you guys, hey, you have to go do this or I'm going to be very mad. I'm just throwing things out there, ways you guys can help me out, and I appreciate it. And no stress. Don't stress over stuff, Andrew. It's all good. Actually, his name's Tyler. Tyler. I think that's what everybody was talking about. Whatever. Let's move on. Let's not worry about it. Let's not stress about it. When we get 100 and something people on here, things can get muddy sometimes. Just live with it, move on. Don't take it too personally. We're just goofing off, really. Speaking of planes, I used to live in Arizona. You have a airplane. I would love to go to that graveyard. That would be so cool. There's a guy I still follow. I don't watch his videos anymore, but I used to watch him all the time. His name's Tucker Gott. He flies one of them powered parachutes. The flying wings that you hang underneath with strings and have a motor on your back. And he flew low over that graveyard one time, and the footage was just the coolest ever. It was really neat. I would love to go there. I think that would be totally cool. There we go. That was a solid hit. There's some really cool planes that will be at AirVenture next week. If you like history, I'll tell you a story. Years ago, a few years back at AirVenture, there was a DC-3 or a C-47, the typical old twin engine cargo plane from World War II, and they're still flying them today, especially up in Alaska. There's still a lot of them in the air. There was one sitting at the Oshkosh airport in the junkyard, and it was about to be scrapped. And this is where going to this air show is so cool, because you get to experience this history. It's like living history. They were about to scrap this plane because it was in bad shape. Then they did a search on the serial numbers. They serial number searched the airplane, and discovered that this particular DC-3 C-47 was the very first plane over Normandy Beach in the World War II on the big Normandy invasion. It was the lead airplane dropping the parachutists over Normandy. So the first 18 soldiers that parachuted into Normandy Beach on the D-Day came off of that very airplane. And when they discovered that, they completely restored it and put it back into the exact shape as close as they could with original stuff to what it was in World War II. And now you can tour the plane and you can actually go for rides in it. And it's not there every year now, but it was there for a few years in a row. And the cool thing is I remember touring it before it was airworthy. And the guy goes, we're standing in the plane, and the person that was working said, yep, that door right there, the first 18 men over Normandy went out that very door. You talk about cool. That's history, man. And there's lots of stories like that there. That's why we love going. My wife loves history. She won't get on a plane, but she loves planes. Man, I'm sucking right now. Yeah, but it's freaking cool, man. So we had a lot of trolls today, Sam. I know there's been a couple I saw. Oh, that was a good hit. Yeah. It was so cool. And there's I think a TBM Adventure that used to drop the torpedoes that would go after subs. They show you where it's at. It's actually got patches in the body from World War II where it was shot at and hit and repaired and keeps flying today. Of course, they have lots of military jets, fast pointy jets, F-35s, F-22s, cool stuff, but it's mostly about history and general aviation. There's a lot of one-of-a-kind smaller planes that over the years went out of production and there's like one flying version left. There's a lot of those kind of planes there. There's a few planes that have been in TV shows, the actual planes that were flown in those shows. Just a lot of history. And there's no way to see it all in one day. If you really want to experience it, you got to go for minimum 3 days. If you're curious, you can actually go to the EAA AirVenture website, and they will have webcams that are live where you can see what's going on. And when they do the air show in the afternoon, they put the commentator right on the live feed, and they have cameras following the planes through the air show. So it's like being there but not having to sit in the heat with 100,000 of your closest friends. So that's what we're doing on vacation. It'll be our probably 10th or 11th year of going. I want to break that can. I ever played Call of Duty World 2? Said to be, yeah. Have you ever tested how far? Yes, I have. You can go a long way, but what really matters is the impact. I really think with slingshot, if you were going to hunt with it and you needed maximum impact that could do damage, you need to be within probably 40 yards or in, depending on the ammo and the bands you're using. I got a friend that lives in town, outside of town by the river, you know, that guy down by the river. And we shoot at his house, and I'll shoot that down the river. And if I aim 45 and give it a good pull, I'm getting 200-300 yards out of it before I see it hit the water. This particular setup that I'm shooting right now, if I were to put a chronograph on it, I'm thinking it's probably 240 to 250 feet per second. When I shoot my short draw, which only draws back to here, I get about 210. If I shoot full all the way out, then we get about 260 with the bands I'm using. You can change your bands around, make them bigger, thicker, whatever. And I've seen some guys getting over 300 feet per second with them. All right, a couple more shots at this thing. We're going back to short draw because we got to blow that can. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was surprised. We used to shoot across the river. It's probably about 100, 125 yards across the river, and we'd shoot across the river and we'd hear it hit in the woods. So one day I shot down the river, made sure nobody was coming, and I could not believe how far it went. But at that distance, if that was to hit a car or a house window at that distance, I'm not sure it would break the window. But within 60, 70 yards, it might break a window. I haven't said anything, but I've told some of you guys before that that house right there is abandoned and it's going to be torn down by the guy that lives next door to it and a new house built. And one of these days when I see him outside, I'm going to ask him, so when you tear the house down, are you going to pull those windows out and save them and sell them and reuse them? If he's not and he doesn't care, I'm going to say, can I shoot him out with my slingshot? And then we can make a video about shooting out the neighbor's windows. I think that'd be awesome. Because we could do it and not get in trouble. How cool would that be? I just got to catch him out one day. All right, one more good hit, and then I'm putting this away for a while. You guys aren't here to watch me miss. It's like the can is split open, and I keep shooting right into the gap. That was low. Come on, one good hit, Philip. One good hit. Yeah, that's good enough. We're going to go back to the short draw now. I like that. Wouldn't that be fun? Seem like a cool dude to shoot the crap with? Yeah, I'd like to think I'm cool. I had a few people tell me that. Getting a drink. I got iced coffee in here. All right, just to show you guys, this is my wrist rocket. Let's shoot it. Yeah, my wrist rocket that I put flat bands on. I have a video on my channel. If you got a wrist rocket, want to see how to do this. Got flat bands. It shoots just like a regular one. Okay, let's shoot at the can. Just a hair low. Off to the right. I'm still missing. This is not exactly riveting content for you guys now, is it? Dang. There we go. Let's hit the water bottle on the bottom. There, it's a little easier to hit and makes a good splat. But see, with these bands on here, you don't need this wrist brace. It just gets in your way. Because the bands are so easy to pull, you don't need that brace on there to yank back on the frame. Oh! That sounded cool. Oh yeah, I will, Sam. I got to get it first, man. I won't be in trouble. I have the permission. That's the plan. Oh yeah, I'm going to use it on live. It's going to be my long draw. I love. Me and Sam traded, and I'm getting a Nova from Liberty. This is my Axiom G10 that I absolutely love. This just feels good in my hand. It's my long draw setup. And I'm going to set that Nova up to shoot the same way because I think weight-wise and feel-wise it's going to be very similar. Only thing is it's not clips, it's wrap and tuck bands, which I'm going to have to learn to like again. But those are going to be my two main. Right now, my backup long draw is my Axiom X. And after shooting that and the way it feels, this thing feels clunky. Still shoots great. It just feels clunky. So I may retire that one again. Let's finish off that can now. Wind was vibrating my bands and I lost some altitude on that one. You could see it, the wind pushed it from the bands. The bands were just like waveform of music. There we go. It's just about to drop. All it's got to do is hit the bottom good. Any tips? I just got a 55-gallon drum for a target. Any tips? Yes, give me 1 second. Let me get this shot off and I'll grab my camera and I'll go over and show you that one that I've got over there. Whoa, that was bad. The wind got it again. I got to get one more hit, sorry, and then I'll go do it. Help you out. There we go. All right, let me put this down and get a drink of water, and then I'm going to grab my camera and I'll take you over and show you what I did. You can see the 55-gallon drum that I have. That used to be my main target. But the problem was, if I miss it, because it sat out from the backstop, it's there, and I missed, if I hit the side, it would ricochet off because it's so hard, and I actually put a ding in my car windshield, so I kind of disabled it and set this setup up. All right, so here's what I got. Friend gave it to me from his backyard. Just get a jigsaw and cut your hole out. Then I actually glued lights in here because I used it in my basement, and I may put it back in my basement over the winter. That's really all you got to do. This one has a hole in the top, so I put some insulation foam over it, a piece of wood holding it down from the wind. And then you can see here, I just drilled a hole and ran paracord through it, and I used that to hang some t-shirts or a towel or something on that will stop your ammo. And then you can see along the edges, I got holes where I would tie my paracord, and I would have 3 layers of spinners or targets or whatever on there. It works really good. Only problem is if you miss the ammo, if you hit the outside, you don't know where it's going to go. The other cool thing I did is I put a hole right down here. And what I did was I got some of that pink insulation foam and I shaped it to the inside and I put it on an angle. So when the ammo would hit here, it would fall down, it would roll out the hole in the bottom right there and into a bucket, and I would just go pick the bucket up. Worked really good, so hopefully that'll give you a couple of ideas. That should help you out a little bit. How are you? I'm good, Bo Sherry. I would love to have a big target range, Tyler. That would be cool. This is the best I got. What I would like to do eventually is what Josh Hicks did, is get a abandoned trampoline. Whoops. You don't want to see the auto repair store. You get an abandoned trampoline, you pull the mat off of it, and then you hang wires across it and big old sheets or whatever in the back to catch your ammo. You've got like a 12 or 14 foot shooting. I think it would be perfect for right there. I just haven't got the urge to go do it. I don't feel like working. I'm lazy. Jeffrey said hi, Jeffrey James. All right, let's shoot something. Let's shoot that yellow bell again. I just like shooting that thing. Plus, it's about a 40 millimeter target. Oh, we got to finish off that can. I'm sorry. Got to finish off that can. Let me zoom in a little so you can see the can. It's right there. I want you to be able to see it fall apart. There it goes. Boom. Cut that can in half. If you're curious, no, I don't drink pop. Friend gives me all of those. I just call him up and say, hey, I'm out of cans. And he brings me like 2 cases of them. Whoa. Oh, got the chicken. Got the chicken. Shoot up what's left of that can. I got mixed up, Andrew. I'm sorry. I thought your name was Tyler. That's right. You're Andrew, and you used Tyler because Andrew got hacked. I remember that now. You have to pardon me, Andrew. When you get to be my age, you know. Sometimes we get forgetful. So far, I'm holding up okay out here in this crappy air. We've been on a little over an hour. Not sure how much longer I'm going to last. So I just knocked the can completely off. Oh well. Hey, thanks for the compliment. I enjoy it. I'm much better shooting this way than I was the other way. Right now, I'm just paying so much attention to my phone and the comments that I'm not concentrating and being very good. Still waiting on my mud ball to practice. I'll get there eventually. Yep, an hour and 2 minutes. We still have 110 people on. How many likes do we have? 38 likes. Come on, give me a few more. All right, this will probably be the last live for a while. As I've mentioned, I'm going on vacation. We leave on Sunday. Got tomorrow and Saturday to start getting things ready, and then Sunday, as soon as church is over, we're out of here. So the next 2 days are going to be focused on getting all of our stuff packed and everything ready to go. I will do some shooting, don't get me wrong, but having the need to have a live hanging over my head, I don't want to go there. This will be the last live because when I get to the air show, there is not enough signal to do anything profitable. So it's going to be a little over a week before we get another one. There are videos set to release this Friday and next Friday. So there will be content on the channel for you to check out. And like and hype, and we appreciate all of that. So, oh, sorry, I didn't say, I thought it said 38 likes. We can do better. Let's get it to 38. So don't be wondering if Philip died or anything like that. Sometimes you just need a vacation, and I've tried to shoot enough content ahead. I have content all the way through the July 31st. Whoop, almost dropped my mic. So content pre-published, ready to release up through the end of July. I have a couple of ideas. There will be some more. I'll be recording content when I get back. So I'm trying to get a video a week out for everybody, just to keep YouTube liking my channel. I think that's why I get so many people on the live feeds coming through, is because I pretty regularly put content out on the main channel. Bo loves my show. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Outstanding. You live in Kent now, so I take it you're over in England. You might have told me that already. But hey, thanks for watching, Bo. I know there's some shooters over there. They call them catapults in England. I love hitting that water bottle. They last so much longer than cans, and they make a good splatter. I'm going to try and hit one of them corks again. They're on the very bottom. They're tiny. They're wine corks. Simpleshot released them on April Fool's Day. I thought they were a joke, but they're legit. And they take a beating. Not a Sam kind of beating. Sam would break them in about 5 shots, but a Philip beating they take just fine. But they're small. They're hard to see. Wind got that one, just shoved it right in the ground. You can see my bands vibrating. Oh, I just nipped the top of it, but that doesn't count. It's got to be a good hit. Man, come on. I want to hit that cork for you guys. That's a hard one. One of these days, I got to bring another playing card out and split it. Got to find a way to set up trick shots. I think that'd be fun. Low, low, low. Fix that, Philip. Oh, I thought that was on. One more. Let's see if we can hit it. And we'll go something back a little more achievable. Got it right dead on. Woo-hoo. Looks like the chat's moving along pretty quick. Sorry if I miss anything. I'm doing my best. Thanks for moderating, Sam and Andrew. That tastes so good. Well done. Thank you. Not many people call me lad. That's kind of cool. That's a British thing. I'm going to hit that pheasant in the middle. That thing spins like crazy when you hit him. Still spinning. All right. Let's whack the water bottle again, just because I like noise. Boy, I hit it right on that same spot. It's at the bottom where it's caved in, and it really smacks. Irish. I'm sorry. Irish. Yeah, that's probably not a good thing to compare Irish to England. I'm sorry, Bo Sherry. My bad. If you told me that earlier, I forgot it. Because there's so many things flying by to keep track. I'm sorry. I'll try and do better. Please don't hate me. I'm really a good guy. Don't ask Sam. He'll tell you otherwise. Sam's my little buddy. He can shoot the lights out. He's probably a better shot than me. Pretty sure he's a better shot than me. Okay. I'm going to call my shot. Now I'm going to hit. Let's hit the yellow chicken. No, I'm sorry. He's over there. Boom. Yeah, baby. I don't know why I love hitting that little yellow bell hanging there so much. That's what I always shoot at. Probably nice because it makes a nice little ping when you hit it. Boom. All right, I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna do something quick. Hang on 1 second. Oh, let's put one of these out and play with it. All right, here's my little fun challenge I'm going to try. This is a pill bottle. Yes, I'm an old man and I take medicine every day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it out there about halfway, and then I'm going to shoot at it and try and move it until I get it all the way down there. Most I see are left-handed on YouTube. Well, I'm actually holding the ammo with my right hand and the frame with my left hand. The phone, because it's in selfie mode, mirrors the image. So what you're seeing is probably backwards from what I'm really doing. I had these pill bottles from a trick shot I was trying to do. I'd stack 2 pill bottles on top of each other and put a playing card. I tried to shoot the playing card. Jeffrey James. Hey, I think you've been on here before with me. If you wanted to learn more, I encourage you to go out in the description of this video, and there's a link there for my Slingshot Basics course that goes over a lot of the fundamentals to get you shooting well, and might help you if you've got a few flaws in your form. You might see something there that changes. I'd recommend that to get you started, because I think I've seen your name around here a few times in some of my live streams. So if you're trying to learn, I would encourage you to go watch that series, and feel free to leave questions there. And if you're on Facebook, look me up. I'm Philip Hinkle with 1 L in my first name, Hinkle. And I've got a link to my Facebook profile, and feel free to send me messages there. You'll know it's me because there's a red slingshot in my profile. I think you guys can see it. The pill bottle's on the ground there. So I'm going to shoot at that, and we're going to try and move it down to the curtain. See if we can do this. Well, I hit it, but didn't do much. Hope I don't get a ricochet and go somewhere it shouldn't. Probably should have thought about that. Knock the lid off. Ooh, it's got its butt sticking right up at me. Woo! That one almost made it. Yeah, still probably break. It's holding up, although we sent a few pieces flying. I'm kind of hesitant to keep shooting it because of the back black netting. It's not behind, it's just my straight up garage. Oh, there we go. Just landed on the net. Yeah, that was fun. Except I better not do that again, because with that bottle, things fly. Don't want it hitting the windows next door before I get permission. Let's see if we can hit that 40 millimeter on the very top. There's some orange ones, that little one there in the middle. It's weird because I'm actually having to shoot uphill from what I normally shoot. Well, still 132 people crazy enough to hang around. Appreciate you guys. Oh, that was so close. It was so close. Slow down, slow down. Methodical. Oh, how did that miss? It looked like it's going right for it. That one's off to the right. Only a couple more shots. I'm not going to keep boring you watching me miss. Of course, you might think it's hilarious. Two more. If we can't hit it, we'll go on to something else. All right, last one. I think that's a 40. Got it. Try to move the camera forward to a video on wrap and tuck. I kind of did. If you watch my how to fix your wrist rocket video, Andrew, I actually show that particular method. I didn't call it wrap and tuck, but it's on there. I should try that again, except I don't do much wrap and tuck. And thing is, sorry, I don't use that crystal band or the whatever that stuff is, the elastic, to wrap and tuck anymore. When I was at the tournament in March, Midwest Spring Sling, Josh Hicks showed me this plumber's tape. It's silicone tape that sticks to itself. It's double-sided and only one side sticks to itself. And so what you do is you cut a piece off and cut it about that thick, and then you put it on top of your band and you wrap it a couple of times. Then you flip the piece over and then you wrap it until you run out. And it's just easier than wrap and tuck. So I should do a video on that. And that's what I do. For me, it's quicker. And it's not as many fiddly pieces to deal with. So it's just easier. My job, I'm all about working smarter, not harder. I like to find efficient ways to accomplish the same thing that takes a lot less energy. So I don't really use that crystal band or whatever it's called much. I got a roll of it, but I don't use it much anymore. Although someone told me to tie my pouches with that because my crystal string keeps coming untied, although this one has stayed. Oh, hour and 20. We're going to get a few more minutes in here. No, thanks for the idea, Andrew. I get back from vacation, I'm going to think about that. Because it's not super hard to do. It's not hard at all. But it is a bit messy and fiddly. So maybe I could do a video on how to wrap and tuck, and then a video, and in that same video show you my silicone way. And let you pick what you want to do. Pick which way, kind of an alternative. Let's wrap it. I could name it. Let's wrap and tuck, and it could open up with me going, I'm rapping. No, that would be bad. You guys would laugh too much. I would not be a good rapper. I'm a musician, but I ain't a rapper. Of course, it would make great, hilarious content, though, wouldn't it? It is more classic, and there's something organic about doing it because that's the way it was done for years before clips came out. But like I said, I'm more about being efficient. That's why I like my clips. I got that new slingshot I traded Sam for that's a wrap and tuck. So I will be wrapping and tucking that one. Might be a good one to demonstrate it on. That might be one, wrap and roll. That might be a video to save for the winter time when I can't shoot outside anymore and I need to make content. And I'm usually shooting in my church basement at that point where I got tables and stuff like that. So it might be one I'll wait on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Of course, I could probably set stuff up at work because I do video for a living, so I have a studio in my office. Could probably set something up and then do it after hours. They're pretty cool about letting me do that stuff. Stay late for an hour one day and film it. If you guys want to see some of my crazy work, all right, Sam. What we did is Sam gave me his Nova from Liberty Custom Slings, 90mm Nova. I think it's what, purple and blue or something. It's really cool. And I traded him the piston that I had that I bought from Josh Hicks. Had it custom made in my colors. Just wasn't. I shot it for a while, and now that I started doing wide frames on long draw, I just don't care for it. And Sam loves them PFS and those gapper frames, and I know he'll shoot the life out of that thing. He's been begging me for that thing for a while, so finally pulled the trigger and said, yeah, we'll trade you. One thing is he did get a fork hit, messed the fork tip up a little, but nothing, no reason it won't still work, so no biggie. So we'll have that here shooting it soon. Sam will probably get his tomorrow. So anyway, I was going to say, I mentioned I do video for a living. I used to film weddings, and you're thinking boring. I made movies, like 20-minute movies. I didn't like, it wasn't boring wedding stuff. And I got a chance one time to film the project of a lifetime. If you go way back on my YouTube channel and find the video, I think it's a tribute to POW MIA. I was called by a funeral home in town. Somebody locally whose brother, I think brother was, or cousin was a POW from the Vietnam War, and his remains were found after 40 years. And they hired me to cover it. And I got to ride with the Marines to the airport in Milwaukee to pick up the body. I was in the funeral home with the family. I was under the tent at the graveside. And I created this really nice 20-minute video out of it and won some international awards with it in the event industry. And unfortunately, it's not HD. It was before HD, but it's really a good video. It shows you the kind of stuff I used to do in my past life. But it's a really good one, especially to watch on Veterans Day or Memorial Day. And there's a wedding video or two in there as well from some of my past life. Boom. Okay, we're coming up on an hour and a half. Oh, did it just come in, Sam? Cool. Oh, tomorrow will be in your hands. Yep, he'll take good care of it. Blow it up, whatever. He'll blow up a lot of stuff with it. I know he's going to have fun and he's going to be smiling. And you better enjoy it, Sam, after all the begging you did to get me to trade it with you. So anyway, it's hour 25 in. Starting to get tired, starting to get hot. I'm holding up okay considering the air quality, but I do need to get going probably. So let me get another drink. God, that tastes so good. We have reverse osmosis water in the house. If you don't have RO water, dude, it's so good. You just can't stop drinking. Anyway, let me catch up on my chats here, make sure I got everything. Wrap and roll. That was fun. And Bo Sherry, hey, thanks for hanging around, man. Appreciate it. They're Irish. I got it right. Irish. Thanks for popping in, Bo Sherry. I think my friend McIver was here for a while from Germany. So we had some international folks on today. 142 people still on, but I think I'm going to call it a day. Got other stuff. Basically, I need to go in and cool off, drink some cold water. But thanks for watching, everybody. Again, I will probably not be doing another live. Slight chance I might pop one in tomorrow. But with the weather like it is and this smoke in the atmosphere, probably not. But anyway, I want to thank everybody. Didn't want you wondering what happened to me when I don't show up. I will be on vacation, having fun, geeking out and nerding out on a bunch of airplanes. So thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to learn to shoot slingshots, description down below. There's a link to my Slingshot Basics course that teaches you. There's also a link to Simpleshot where all of these slingshots came from. If you use that link and go shopping at Simpleshot, especially if you're new and you want to get a good slingshot to start with, that's a great way to go. If you buy from there, you get a little tiny commission, and all the money that they send me for those commissions, I spend right back at Simpleshot. I've already got a shopping cart made up for the next payout, and I'll probably throw more money in and spend more. So anyway, do all of those things and leave us some chats on our videos, and make sure you go watch the giveaway video if you're subscribed. You might win crazy slingshot. So anyway, until next time, you guys have a great day. God bless, and go out and bust some cans like we did today. It's one of the funnest things you can do with slingshot. Have a good one, guys, and take care.